Chill Clip is probably the most complicated thing I've ever had to make a build with, but turns out it's actually really strong. You see, this perk states direct hits with the top half of the magazine will cause a detonation that slows nearby targets. In game we can see that its detonation is actually quite a large AoE, and it will slow targets for 50 stacks, meaning if we hit them twice it will instantly freeze them. Now although there is an AoE aspect to this perk, I can safely say it's a lot better at killing single targets than multi-targets, and even more so, especially good at killing champions. You see, champions and stasis go together very interestingly. When you freeze a champion, not only will they just be frozen in general, but also it will reset their stun timer, meaning you can instantly stun them again. And also sometimes with barrier champions, you can freeze them before they even pop their barrier, meaning you can just completely negate their ability completely. Knowing that now, we're going to be trying to take this champion killing potential to the absolute max, and to do that, we're going to be first pairing this with Glacial Harvest. This aspect states freezing targets will create Stasis shards around said target, with higher tier targets creating more shards. And in this context, it basically means if we hit something twice with Chill Clip, it will freeze them and create shards around them. Now these shards will inherently not do much, but if we pair them with elemental shards, it raises their build potential to infinity. You see, this mod makes your stasis shards count as elemental wells. And using that fact, we're going to be pairing this with elemental charge and high energy fire. Elemental charge means when we pick up an elemental well, or in this context, a stasis shard, we're instantly going to get 2 stacks of charge with light. And high energy fire means when we're charged with light, we're going to get a 20% damage buff to our weapons. Basically, as a full combo now, this is what could happen. You hit something twice with Chill Clip, instantly freezing them. They create elemental shards around them, and when you pick up those elemental shards, you're instantly going to get charged with light, which is going to give you a 20% damage boost for basically free. Because keep in mind, by the way, you still technically haven't killed anything yet. You've only frozen something. This inherently is actually really quite strong, but we can take it over the top. And to do that, we're going to be using Font of Might. This mod states when you pick up an elemental well that matches your subclass element, it's going to grant a 25% damage boost to any weapon that matches that element. So basically now, as a full combo, you freeze something, you generate elemental shards, you pick them up, you get a 20% damage boost from high energy fire, and then you get a 25% damage boost from Font of Might. And altogether, that will equal in a 50% damage boost. Again, for basically free, as you still haven't killed anything. Not only is this one of the easiest 50% damage boosts in the game, but also it's still incredibly good for high-end content, since you still haven't killed a single target and you're also abusing stasis. But unfortunately though, that is where the damage buffs caps off. But if you really want to take advantage of this build to the absolute max, you can go further. And to do that, we're going to be using Aeon Soul, or more specifically, Sect of Force. This mod means when you stun a champion or defeat a boss or mini-boss, your nearby fire team members are going to get a burst of grenade and melee energy. And other Aeon cult members who are not using Sect of Force are also going to get a burst of super energy. And the reason why this is so powerful is because of how Stasis interacts with champions. As said before, when you freeze a champion, its stun timer resets, meaning you can instantly stun them again, even if you just stunned them 3 seconds ago. And because of this, you can essentially get into the combo of freeze, stun, freeze, stun, freeze, stun, you get the point. And every time you stun that poor champion, you're going to trigger Aeon Soul, which is going to give all of your fire team members ability energy and some fire team members super ability energy. You can see what I'm saying, I'm sure. But again, that's only if you really want to take this build to the absolute max. You really don't have to, and if you're just playing solo anyway, it literally won't matter. If you are doing that though, I'd recommend just trying to abuse stasis as much as possible. That's what I did. Other than that though, that is about it. Enjoy the gameplay. It's mainly just going to be me killing champions and higher tier content, because I mean, that's what the build's for. But yeah, other than that, see ya.